Hi everyone, Paras this side. So we'll be creating a Node.js server today. Okay, so we'll be basically getting started with setting up a Node.js project. Okay, so what basically is Node.js? Node.js is built to run out of the web browsers. So for the web browsers, we have React, we have Angular, all the JS frameworks for building front end. And for the backend part, we can use Node.js to build a server-side application. Okay, so we'll be getting started with Node.js. First of all, you have to check if Node is installed on your laptop or not. Okay, so Node is installed and check the npm version too. Okay, so here's my npm version and my Node version. Okay, npm is a Node package manager. Okay, so there's a repository of where all the libraries of Node.js is kept, or React.js and all the JS libraries. Node package manager is known for that. So we can if we use the command npm install, and we can like mention the library name here, and we can install it in our project. Okay, so I'll tell you about it later on. We will install some libraries for our Node.js application. Okay, so let's get started. Just open terminal in your, just create a folder of your own of any project you want. Okay, then just go here and just hit command npm init, right? npm init. So basically it will ask the package name. So I'll mention Node.js startup. Okay, otherwise it will take the by default package name. Okay, you can skip the versions by pressing enter. Entry point is where it will initiate the servers, right? So we can mention index.js or server.js, any file whichever you want, right? So I'll tell you about it. What is index.js? Okay, so you can just skip it. Okay, this is okay. Yes, so you have seen that here our package.json file is being created, right? So what does it convey? Okay, so packages.json file is helping us to manage our dependencies, to initiate our server. Okay, so here it is mentioned that main is index.js. So what we can write here is, whenever we hit command npm start. Okay, so here it should invoke index.js file. Okay, so here we have mentioned whenever we will hit the command npm start, it will invoke this index.js file. Now basically what does where we will create this index.js. So we'll be creating this index.js file in our root directory. Okay, so index.js. Okay, so here we'll be writing our server side code. Okay, so basically now we have created a index.js file. Now we'll use one more library, express. So basically what is express? Express is just built on top of Node.js. Okay, so why we'll use Express? And we'll be using Express for building an application on top of Node.js. Basically, it will simplify our server creation process. Okay, so we'll be installing first Express. Okay, so npm install Express. So we'll be installing Express. Okay, so now you will see here. I'll show you. As soon as you will install Express, you will see some dependencies being added in package.json file. Okay, just let it install. So as soon as you will install some libraries, there will be a folder called node modules will be created. Okay, and a package log.json file. So as soon as you will go here, you will see a dependency of express has been created, right? So now we have installed our express library, but how to use it, right? So we'll require express library in our code. So we'll require express library with this require module, right? So we'll be requiring it. Then that's we will initialize our app. Like basically we'll be using app name, app as a variable to initialize our express server. Okay, so we'll be using app equals to express. Then basically to initiate our server, like to on our server, we'll be using dot listen method of our express app.listen. And basically what we'll be passing here is, we'll be first passing the port number. By default you can pass 3000, 9000, 8000. I basically use 8082. I like this port, right? Then the second parameter, okay, so we will be passing the callback here. Okay, so we'll be passing the callback. Okay, so what it will be, basically we'll write here, as soon as the server will initiate or it will be started, this will be get printed. Listening on port, sorry for the mistake of spelling mistake, listening on port. Okay, so we'll be using backticks here, right? So basically we'll be adding a variable name port. I'll initialize a port name here, const port equals to 8082. Okay, so I'll be mentioning the port here and I'll be using the port number here. Okay, we'll be using this to add in our string. Okay, now I will initiate our server with npm start. As I told you, we'll use npm start to mention it in our package.json file. Okay, so as soon as we will hit npm start, okay, so node will invoke this index.js file, and index.js file will invoke this express server. Okay, so you are seeing this express listening on port 8082. Now how to check? So we'll create an a get API. Basically we use the REST APIs. We'll be using REST APIs and in the further videos more. So we'll be using get REST APIs. So we'll be using normally get put, get put, okay, put methods, post method, and delete. Okay, basically these four are used. There are many more, patch, you know, so there are many more methods. Okay, so what this basically these all methods mean, right? So I'll be telling you that this get method is used to get something, and post method is used to make something or create an entry in a database, you can say. And update method is used to change something or update something in a database. Okay, and delete method is to remove something from our database, or you can say like this all naming conventions are being specified as they are called REST API protocols, you can say. Okay, so we'll be using get API. Okay, so here we'll be mentioning a route. So here we have mentioned a route, and here we'll be passing a callback. Okay, so what this callback will take, okay, so it will be just taking, you can directly write this request and response here. No need to mention the function. You can use the anonymous function, right? Request and response. Okay, so here as soon as this get API route will be hit, so req means request. Okay, so right here req means request, which will be coming on our side, and res means response, which will be sending from our side. Okay, response. Okay, so we will be using response dot send. Hey, service started, right? Now to make our changes, we have made some changes, right? So we have to close our server, we have to initiate our server again. To make this process more feasible, more flexible, we'll be using a library called NodeMon in further videos, where all the changes will be auto reloaded, auto compiled, you can say, you can to our server, so we don't have to again close our server and start our server. It will be auto done. Okay, so now I'll be uh, opening my Chrome, and I'll be hitting the localhost 8082. Okay, so I'll be hitting this. As soon as you see, hey, server started, right? So you can see that server has been started. So here we have created our basic Node.js server. Okay, so that's all for this video. I'll be like creating more videos on this Node.js, how to like scale our project by creating many directories like controllers, models, routes. Okay, so That's all for this video. Thanks a lot.